Time to join the American Family Robinson again in Centerville. Editor Luke has been running the Herald at a loss, and now he's faced with having to stop publication altogether. Luke is suffering the discouragement of seeing his life's work collapse beneath him. But he doesn't know of the existence of the Save the Herald Society, a highly informal group consisting of the younger Robinsons, Mother Robinson, and, of course, Windy Bill has horned in. The Society's plan is to carry on a circulation and advertising drive and get enough subscriptions and contracts to make the Herald a good investment for Mr. Markham, the town's leading manufacturer, from whom they hope to get a big enough loan to pay off the deficit on the paper and carry them until they can get on their feet again. Now we find young Bob Robinson walking down Centerville's main street with his nose buried in a book and muttering ominously to himself. Listen.
Mrs. Blank, I can assure you that this step you are about to take will be the turning point in your life. You will never be sorry that I came to your door with this marvelous, this stupendous, offering.
Why, Bob, what goes on? Why the concentration?
Huh? Oh, hello, Betty.
Don't tell me you're in love again, that you've been taken to reading poetry on the street and mumbling.
Love? I got better things to do.
Such as maintaining the honor of the Robinson family? Why, people will think you ought to be sent away if you carry on like this in the public street.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and ride me if that's all you got to do.
It isn't. There are lots of things I'd rather be doing than contemplating the spectacle of seeing the Robinson son and heir going haywire right in front of my very eyes. Hey, what are you doing if it isn't poetry?
Well, I'm studying, if you must know. Now that you got that off your mind, I guess I can be going on my way without any further interruption.
Oh, good heavens, Bob, don't get huffy. I'm only taking a sisterly interest in you.
Yeah, well, don't. You can spare yourself the trouble. I don't need any interest taken in me, and I can take care of my own problems. Thanks.
Oh, come on, Bobby. Let me in on it. I didn't mean to offend your dignity. I keep forgetting that you're grown up and a leading citizen.
Well, I guess it's just 'cause it makes you feel so old, and that's why you keep on thinking of me as a kid.
Sure, that's it. I'll feel like Methuselah himself. It'll help you any. Now, how about that little green volume? Come on, what is it?
Well, it's a sales manual. I was studying.
What? Not Windy Bill's manual that you got stuck with.
Oh, no. I took that back and demanded the $1.98 I paid for it.
Oh, I should think.
The man wouldn't give me the money, but he did give me another manual. And this one's really good. Listen, the first rule...
Never mind. I've heard it before, and I haven't got time to stand around and listen to high-pressure salesmen. I'm glad it's not poetry. That relieves my mind.
I guess you don't think much of science. People like you are content to go through their lives trying to get subscriptions and still be totally ignorant. How about going about it scientifically?
I know. I'm still a barbarian at heart. But I think more of my husband than I do of science at the moment, so I'm going to get home while I still have one. You can carry on with science.
Okay, if you're content to go on batting about 40% instead of 100, that's your lookout.
Well, I got 30 more subscriptions today. That isn't batting so badly, is it?
Well, it's all right. Just watch me.
Some other time.
No, wait a minute. I'll tell you what.
What?
I'll prove to you forever that science is the only way to sell something. See this house right here?
I'm not blind.
Well, I'm going in there right now and apply the rules I learned out of this little book, Sneed on Super Salesmanship. And you can time me. If I'm not back here in 3 minutes with a subscription to the Herald, well, I owe you 50 cents.
Oh, no. If you'd pay me the 50 cents, I might take you on. But it's no treat to just be owed it.
Well, of course, sure I mean to pay you. Next payday, whenever that may be. Go ahead, look at your watch and just time me.
Oh, all right. If you're not out in 5 minutes, I'm going home, and I'll be around payday for that 50 cents.
Yeah, but how about if I'm out in 3 minutes with a subscription? Do I get paid 50 cents?
Yes, but let's get on with it. Let's see, it's exactly 6:32 and a half. I'll give you 5 minutes.
It's a cinch. Just watch me.
Well, who are you? Why don't you knock when you come to a person's door?
Well, I did knock.
Eh? What'd you say?
Oh, for gosh sakes. I did knock. I wanted to...
If you're collecting, you better come back tomorrow. I'm just going to the store for some butter. I say I forgot my butter.
Madam, I will keep you but a moment. And all your life you will be thankful that you spared me the time.
Hey? What'd you say? I said to come back tomorrow. I gotta go to get my butter.
But, madam, if you will listen a minute, I can prove to you that until now you have been only half alive. I am about to open for you the portal to a fuller life.
No, Oh, you're selling something. Well, I don't want any.
No, madam. I am not selling anything. I am giving you the opportunity you have long been seeking. Or did you but know it?
Young man, you get your foot out of this door. I've got no more patience to waste on you.
Please listen, will you, lady? I got a bet on this. I mean, you'll never regret that...
Oh, you won't, eh? Well, I know just what to do for smart young salesmen like you. There.
Oh, darn it. You don't have to bust my foot, do you?
And let that be a lesson to you.
Oh, my foot.
Well, you did fine. Hasn't been nearly 3 minutes yet. Well, what are you limping for, huh?
That's nothing. My shoe pinches.
Well, you better have it fixed.
That's what I thought. Oh.
Well, let's see the subscription, and I'll pay up.
I didn't get it.
What?
It wasn't fair. The lady was deaf. Oh, let me try one more.
Oh, no, you don't. It was your idea to bet, and I've got to go. I'll be seeing you payday, whenever that may be.
Oh, doggone it. Sneed on super salesmanship. What a fine guy you turned out to be. I got a good notion well, I'll give you one more trial. Just one. And if you don't come through this time, the next dash can's got a customer. I guess there wouldn't be two deaf people in the same block. Oh, ouch. Oh, I bet it's a twisted ligament or a busted bone. Oh, 7 steps. There would be 7 steps. Oh, go on, Pooch, beat it. I'm taking no nonsense off lapdogs. Now go away. Oh, let go, will you, you mutt? You want to get hurt? You just keep that up and I'll fix your pup. I will.
Oh, Fluffy.
Huh?
Oh, why, you bad dog. Where are your manners? Fluffy, you come here this minute. Come here, I tell you. Now tell the man you're sorry. Now go on, Fluffy. Tell him you're sorry.
Say, that's pretty cute. I was just thinking that dog's pretty cute. Yeah, that's what I thought.
She's not even a year old, and she does the cutest tricks. Don't you, Fluffy?
Yeah, I bet she does. I bet she can do almost anything. Roll over and play dead, or almost anything.
Well, almost anything. She can sit up anyway, but... Well, I guess you came to see somebody.
Yeah, I did. Well, there was something I would like to talk to you about, madam. I guess it's Miss, isn't it?
Yes. Won't you come in? It's pretty chilly out here.
Gee, thanks. You'll never regret this moment, madam. Miss. I am about to offer you an opportunity that won't come twice in your lifetime. I would like to ask you something important.
Well, maybe you'd better sit down. Oh, you're limping. Oh, you've hurt your foot.
Oh, that isn't anything. Mere accident, all in the day's work.
Oh, I'm sorry. Now, what is it you want to ask me?
I'd like to know if your eyes are dark blue or black.
Well, that seems kind of a funny thing to ask a person you don't...
No, I didn't mean that. I meant, would you like to contribute to the People's Column? I'm a reporter on the Herald.
Really? A reporter?
Oh, sure, the star reporter, I might add. Oh. And the People's Column is something that we ask special people to contribute to. You know, write something that's interesting to be published in the paper.
Oh, my goodness, I don't know. I don't think I could, but, I'd love to.
Oh, say, that's swell. And I could help you with it. You know, just to get started, till you got the hang of it.
Well, I guess somebody'd have to help me. I don't even know what I could write about. I don't know anything that would be interesting.
Well, I say, anything you wrote would be interesting. I guess you think I'm pretty fresh.
Oh, no, not at all. But do you really think I could write? I've always wanted to. Oh, if I only knew what to write about.
Why, sure you could. How about love? I bet you could write about love.
Oh, my goodness, I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, maybe I could give you some ideas. Maybe you'd let me come around, say, on a Saturday night, and, we could think up something for the column, I mean. Would you do it?
Well, I think that'd be very nice.
Gwendolyn! Gee, that's a beautiful name.
Yes, Father, I'm in the parlor.
Confound it, Gwendolyn. That dog of yours is made off with my slipper. Who's that?
That? Oh, Father, that's Mr. I don't know his name.
Then what's he doing here? Where'd he come from?
He's a reporter, Father.
Yes, sir. My name is Robinson. I'm on the Herald.
He came to see me about love.
What? Why, the insolent young puppy.
Oh, no, Father. I mean about writing about love in the paper.
Yes, sir. You see, we have the People's Column.
I never heard such balderdash in all my life. I won't have it, young man. I won't have you putting ideas in my daughter's head.
Well, I'm afraid you don't understand, Mr.
Jordan. And there's plenty I don't understand. How you have the nerve to come here, into my house, and talk drivel about love to my daughter, without even knowing her name.
Oh, but you see, Mr. Jordan, there wasn't anything personal in it at all. It's for the paper, you see, and, well, we have this People's column, and we want leading citizens like yourself, Mr. Jordan, to write the column themselves, one person each day, so we can show what people are thinking about.
Like me, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was my daughter you were interested in.
Well, I came to see you mainly, sir, and, well, Miss Jordan was here, and you weren't, so, well, we were discussing. Maybe Miss Jordan could write one, give her viewpoint on, well, the problems of the young girl today.
Yeah. Well, now I'm here. What are you going to suggest that I write about? About how to keep my figure, or 5 good recipes for Sunday night supper?
Oh, no, I wouldn't think of suggesting a subject for you. I just thought there might be something that you had views on that would be interesting to the people of Centerville.
Yeah, there are plenty of things. Why, if I were going to write a column in the paper, I'd... Say, you're not serious about this business.
Why, sure, of course I am, Mr. Jordan. Why, gee, your fellow citizens want to know what you think about things, don't they? And you want to know what they think about things, don't you?
Not a bad idea. Yeah, there are plenty of things I could write about. Stockholders, for instance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, now you take me, and the nearly 20 million of people like me in this country.
Yes, sir.
We've got a little bit of property, one kind or another. Investments that we've struggled 10, 20, 30 years to get together. We're the people who keep her business going. Her private credit good. Provide employment through our investments. Help bring comforts and conveniences into every home. We're the backbone of this country.
Yeah, that's right.
And yet, we're the forgotten ones. We form a large part of the population, and yet, do they consider us when they're dishing out the taxes?
No, sir.
The small investors? Do you realize what's happened to the small investors?
Well, no, sir, not exactly.
Everywhere you hear the shouting of the politicians. On all sides you hear the howling of the so-called liberals. All the fellows who want to tear down everything we've built up. But do you hear from the small investor? No, he's just the man who pays the bill. The man who hasn't got a voice. The man who pays the taxes. Without being able to help himself, even to be heard. They've got a league for sharing the wealth, and a league for this, and a league for that. But there doesn't seem to be any way for the small investor to get his views across to the people who are so intent on taxing and regulating our business.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'd write about. If I wrote a column in your paper, I'd write a call to arms for the small investor. The man who keeps this country going.
Oh, gee, that's swell, Mr. Jordan. Why, I bet everybody in Centerville will want to read about your views. Shall I arrange for you to write it in an early issue?
Well, I wouldn't mind, son. Of course, I'm not exactly a writer, but I've got plenty to write about.
Yeah, all you need is something to write about, sir, and a little enthusiasm, and you've got that.
Well, maybe so, young fellow. I'll try it anyhow. I'd like to see what my neighbors would think of it.
And maybe, well, would you like to take a subscription to the Herald? Then you could read what your neighbors have to say about it. They'll get their chance to express their views, too.
Well, yes, I might do that. Sure. Put me down for one. A year will be enough.
Oh, thanks very much. I won't bother you anymore, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, no bother at all. Stop around sometime. You might sort of give me a hand with this writing business, as long as I'm new to it.
Why, yeah, I'd like to. How about Saturday night?
And so Bob finally made good in a lot of ways. He got his man, a subscription to the Herald, and it looks as though he's fallen in love again. What's happening to the other members of the Save the Herald Society? And will they be able to keep the Herald going? Join us in our next program and see what happens. Until then, goodbye. The American Family Robinson, which is broadcast regularly over this station, is written by Douglas Silver and Marjorie Bartlett and produced by the National Industrial Council.